Hey everyone, today is the day that the Republicans are voting on Trump's big beautiful bill, and they have to vote no. Okay, the amendment to put in the complete Hearing Protection Act and Short Act failed. Okay, so if this bill passes, yeah, the $200 tax stamp goes away, but the registry is still there, and the registry is by far the worst. Okay, I would rather pay $200 to not be on the registry. Okay, so the bigger problem here is that if this goes through, okay, it takes away our ability the next time around to remove the registry on a reconciliation bill, right? Because the next time they look at it, they're going to say, okay, removing the registry has no budget impact since the tax is zero. Okay, so that's definitely not going to go through on a reconciliation bill. That would have to go through the normal voting procedures, where you got the 60%, the 60 vote filibuster in the Senate. So this has to be done now. There's no next time. Okay, this entire bill, right, since the amendment failed, okay, the entire bill must be voted down, and they got to start the process all over again. And you know what? Trump is not going to get his big, beautiful bill on July 4th, and I don't give a shit, okay? It's not about what he wants. It's about what I want, okay, and what you want. And what we want is we want that registry gone, okay? So I think we only need to win over about 3 votes. There's at least 9 Republicans that have said that they got a problem with it and they don't want to vote for it, but what happens is essentially they get bribed. So what we really need is like 3 hardcore, Freedom Caucus Republicans to stick to their guns and vote this down and take the heat. Okay, they gotta take the heat. Okay, because yeah, Trump is gonna say he's gonna primary them and this and that and the other thing. Don't give a shit. Okay, this bill has to die. Okay, and this will be a message to them that they can't ignore us. Okay, because the only reason why we have any leverage now to get rid of the registry is because the margin between Democrats and Republicans is so thin in the House, and and they need every vote basically. Okay. The next time around, right after the midterms, it's not going to be the case. Okay, either the Democrats are going to win control of the House, in which case nothing's going to pass, or the Republicans are going to grow their majority, in which case each vote has less value, and you can't have like 3 Republicans try to basically strong arm the rest of the rhinos. So it's got to be now. It's now or never. Okay, if it doesn't come out of the registry now, it is it's never going to come out. So we need the full. We got to vote this full bill down, and we need the bill to be redone, so that it includes the full Hearing Protection Act and the full Short Act. And I think there's a whole bunch of other things that are bad in this bill. Like for example, in the original bill, basically it completely cut off Medicaid funding to illegal alien invaders. This bill basically allows some of that, and there's no reason for that. Okay, basically that needs to be cut off completely, so that when those illegal invaders go to the emergency room, the hospital doesn't get paid. Now the way it works is they're still going to give them the emergency services. These hospitals are usually city run, so what it means is that the sanctuary cities have to pay for these emergency services, which puts more pressure on those cities to want to get rid of the illegal migrants. Okay, so yeah, Republicans must vote this down. We're already past the point where they can't put in an amendment like we had originally hoped, and make it go through. So the whole bill's got to be voted down, and then they got to start the whole process over again and let them do the work. Okay, they could have done this right the first time. They could have put the whole Hearing Protection Act and the entire Short Act in there. They chose to only do this half-ass. Make them do it all over again. Okay, I'm going to put a phone number to the Capitol switchboard. Put the call in. I'm sure that the switchboard's blowing up. You're only going to get an answering machine. That's fine. leave your messages, right? Because somebody does come around. It might be next week, but somebody comes around and keeps tally of that, and eventually that ends up in some statistics somewhere when they're looking at it and they see what people care about. Okay, so drop some comments, put your phone call in, and listen, it's now or never, guys. I mean, we're either going to kill this registry now, or it's gonna always be there.